So hello students, welcome back to next question of UPSC Mains PYQ series, and today we shall be discussing the question on human geography. So let's start. Our question is, what is the concept of demographic winter? Second is the world moving towards such a situation? And elaborate. So first part of the question is asking about the concept of demographic winter. Second part of the question is asking whether the world is moving towards it or not. So answer should be yes or no. And the directive is to elaborate. That means not just you have to write yes or no, you have to provide the justification for it. That means you have to elaborate. Okay. So first of all, let's discuss the word demographic winter. Means how you should guess such kind of words in the examination, because it is not a common word, right? Like you hear the word demographic dividend. It is demographic winter is not that common word. And before the UPSC has asked this word, you could find in some of the newspapers only and not the general newspapers like the Da Hindu or Indian Express. So let's discuss how you should guess these kind of words. So see, there are two words, right? First is demographic and second is winter. So see, demographic you can relate to the word demography related to the word population, right? So demographic is something related to population. Now coming to winter. So see, word winter you can relate with various things. Like winter you can relate with lifelessness. Winter you can relate with coldness. Winter you can relate with something negative, something where there is no life, lifelessness. For example, you say the statement, right, that today I received a very cold response from my manager or from my teacher, right? So what is the meaning of that? Something negative in response. So winter we can relate to something negative related to population. So in a way, I can guess that there is something negative happening related to population. Might be it can be the decline in population. Okay, so I came to this conclusion that demographic winter can be related to population decline. And if you have cracked the meaning of this word, then you can go on for this answer, because the answer is very easy. You have to discuss about the decline in population only, decline in fertility rates, but the main challenge is to decode that word. Okay, so now we have discussed how to guess such kind of words. Okay, now coming to the original discussion, that what is the real meaning of word demographic winter. So demographic winter basically means the decline in total fertility rate. Okay, which can ultimately lead to decline in birth rate. So this is related to this is the description of demographic winter. Basically, it leads to decline in population. Okay. Now, so what would be the characteristics of demographic winter when there is decline in total fertility rate? Okay. So let's discuss the characteristics also. See, if there is decline in total fertility, and what is total fertility rate? It is nothing but the average number of children a woman can give birth to in her reproductive years. So it is the average number of children. Okay, so there is decline in total fertility. Now, see, if there is decline in total fertility rate and the life expectancy of population is rising, then we can say, what should be the characteristics of such population? See, there will be decline in birth rate, right? Because if less number of children are being born to a woman, so there will be decline in birth rate. If there is decline in birth rate and there is increase in life expectancy, then there will be increase in the old age population, right? And third, what we can say, if there is a decline in birth rate, there is increase in old age population, then obviously there will be decline in productive workforce or the people in the young age. Okay, so these would be the characteristics of such a population. Now, here you should remember that you are writing a question of geography. So, see, obviously, these will be the main points. But if you present some geographical concept to justify these things, then you can fetch more marks. Okay, so geographical concepts, why I am saying, see, in any question of demography or related to population, two concepts you can relate anywhere. You can write in every answer. First concept will be the population pyramid. And second concept will be demographic transition theory. In any answer of population, you can relate these two theories. I will show how. See, coming to population pyramid. See. See, here is the age group. And what is here? Here is the population. Okay, so see, if I am saying there is a reduction in birth rate, there is a reduction in total fertility rate. So what I mean to say is, see, this is upright population pyramid. Upright population pyramid. What does it mean? That more number of children are born, okay, and very less population is reaching the old age. So that means this population pyramid is related to high birth rate and high death rate. Okay. Now, if I am saying that birth rate is declining and fertility rate is declining, that means this population will be reaching the old age, and now very less population. For example, here we can say that very less population will be coming to this age because very less people are being born. So ultimately, what you can say that this population will reach here, okay, and here the population is declining. So ultimately, what we can see is this pyramid will get inverted. Why it will get inverted? Because the people which were born earlier, now they have reached the old age, but now very less people are being born. So basically, this pyramid will become inverted. So earlier when there was very high birth rate and death rate, so this was the pyramid, and now when the fertility rates and birth rate are declining, so basically we can say that this can be the population pyramid. Okay. So you can see here also that how it goes. Right now, this is the population pyramid with very high birth rate and death rate. You can relate with many African countries here, like Nigeria. And over a period of time, various countries reach to the position of demographic winter. So see here you can see very less number of people are being born, but the people who were born earlier, they have reached the old age. So in a way you can see the inverted population pyramid. Okay. So whenever you explain this concept, know that reduction in birth rate, so you can also explain about the population pyramid, that no, there will be inverted population pyramid. Now when you explain this, and here you can explain is, what you can explain is, there will be the reduction in workforce. This was the total workforce, right? Now this workforce will reach in the old age, and very less population will reach the productive work age population. So here you can mention that no, there will be the reduction in the productive workforce. Now second thing what you can relate is the demographic transition theory. So how you can relate with demographic transition theory? See, these are the stages of demographic transition. So this is the stage of stable population. Stable population, but here birth rate and death rate both were high. Okay, and this is also the stage of stable population, but here birth rate and death rate both were low. Okay, now this is the stage of expanding population. Why? Because here birth rate is still high, but death rate is reducing. So this is the stage of stable population. Now here comes the fifth stage. What is the fifth stage? Here the death rate remains same, but birth rate is reducing. So overall what is happening? The population is declining. So whenever you write answer of demographic winter, you can write about the population pyramid that will be inverted, and second you can write about the demographic transition that the population of that country will enter the fifth stage of demographic transition, where the death rate might remain same but birth rate will reduce, leading to overall decline in the population. Okay, so you can make this diagram and eventually you can relate with the population pyramid. See, it was the upright and over a period of time it got converted into inverted one. Okay, so this is how you relate the geographical concepts with the general theory. Okay. So we have discussed how to guess that word. We have discussed what is demographic winter. We have discussed what are the characteristics of demographic winter. Now, we have to answer if the world moving towards such a situation. So see, if you say completely yes, that means all the countries in the world are moving towards demographic winter. And if you say completely no, that means no country is moving towards demographic winter. So you have to balance your answer. See how you balance your answer. First of all, the answer which you will give is yes. And for yes, you have to justify with data or facts, right? So, according to United Nations World Population Prospects, by the end of this century, the total fertility rate of world will reach to around 1.8. Okay, that means 1.8 children will be born to a woman, and which will be lower than the replacement rate. Replacement rate, that is 2.1. So it will be lower than this. Also, the total fertility rate of India has already been reduced. It has become to 1.9, which is below the replacement rate. That is, there are no two couples in a family. The women will not reproduce even two children, so that the children will replace their parents. Okay, so the total fertility rate of India has also been reduced. So this is the data to justify. Now you can provide the examples of various countries, and especially all the developed countries can be related to demographic winter. For example, you can talk about Western Europe, where various countries like Spain, like Italy, they all have total fertility rate of around 1.4. Also, you can talk about East Asia, where Japan has total fertility rate of around 1.3. That too, in East Asia, South Korea has total fertility rate of less than 1, means around 1.8. So these all data you can quote for the demographic winter in all over the countries. Now, and so see, here it's not just you can write. If you have to present anything on map, so you can make the map also. You can make the world map and then, for example, like this. You can make the world map. These are the countries of Western Europe, and you can just highlight. You can just highlight these countries, some of these countries, that here total fertility rate is less than 1.5. So it will be very good presentation, especially for geography answers, either for GS paper 1 or for the geography optional also. Okay, so this will be the presentation for yes. Now you have to balance your answer, right? Then you have to provide the exceptions also, that it's not that all the countries are moving towards demographic winter, and there are some exceptions. So let's discuss the exceptions. So what are the exceptions? First exception, you can write about the African countries, especially sub-Saharan countries. So we can say that these countries, we cannot say that they are moving towards demographic winter. Why? Because some of the countries, for example, Nigeria, Uganda, they have total fertility rate of around 5. That is, on an average, 5 children are being born to a woman in her reproductive years. Okay, and second example, you can talk about South Asia only, because even in India we can see, no, especially in rural areas, having big families considered very good. So, no, in rural areas in India, also you can discuss about Bangladesh. That in all these countries, having big families considered good. So you cannot say that no, these all regions are moving towards demographic winter. Also, in the societies of West Asia, total fertility rate is still high because of the cultural practices there. So these all exceptions we have discussed. Now, in short, I would like to discuss one or two reasons. What are the reasons responsible for demographic winter? So see, one of the important reason is the changing mindset. What is the changing mindset? You might be aware of the philosophy of, that is, double income and no kids. That means the couples want to enjoy their salary, want to enjoy their life without the burden of kids. Okay, so this is the changing mindset. So they don't want to have kids. The second important reason is the increasing cost of living. Because to sustain a family of 4, especially in big cities, is not very easy because of rising cost of living, because of rising inflation. So these are some of the reasons. Now let's discuss some of the implications. What would be the implications of demographic winter? See, first thing we have already discussed, that there will be increase in old age population. So if there is increase in old age population, then there will be increase in healthcare cost, right? There will be increase in healthcare cost. There will be increase in the pension and other security services. Okay. Second thing, there will be reduction in the productive workforce. And if there is a reduction in productive workforce, then obviously there will be increase in the labor cost. Right? The labor will become costly. And because of this thing only, various countries in Western Europe are importing labor from the countries in the global south, where labor is very cheap. So this is the reason of importing labor. Third thing, what you can say is that since the productive workforce is reducing, the innovation and research and development will be affected. Because see, in the productive years, in the young years only, people can give innovative ideas. They can do research and development. So the innovative capacity of any country would be affected. Right? So these are the implications or the challenges. Now, if there are implications or challenges, you have to provide the solution. Right? You can write in the conclusion itself, or you can describe the solution 1, 2, 3, 4, like the way forward. Okay, so solution we will provide in 2 parts. First, it would be to adapt to the present conditions, and second would be to reverse the phenomena of demographic winter. Adapt to present conditions, that means you have to deal with the situation that aged population is rising and productive workforce is reducing. So for that, you can provide the social security. You can invest in healthcare, and here you can provide the example of Japan. Japan Silver Human Resource Center. This is very good example. You can use in essays also and as a case study in any answer. So what is done in this center? Part-time jobs are provided to old age population so that they can support themselves financially as well as psychologically. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, second thing, what you can do to adapt to the situation is the exploiting second demographic dividend. What is second demographic dividend? See, this portion is our productive workforce, right? So this workforce is our first demographic dividend because it will contribute to the economic growth. Now, when this workforce invest for their old age, invest for their retirement, so they accumulate capital, right? They accumulate capital, and this capital will eventually lead to economic growth. So in a way, we can say that no, ultimately this first demographic dividend will become second demographic dividend, because even after investing for themselves for the retirement, they will lead to economic growth. Also, the expertise and skills which they gain, the experience which they gain, they can help for the upcoming workforce population. Okay, so this is the thing. Third, okay, what you can do is you can invest in artificial intelligence and technology, so that the reduction in workforce can be tackled by the technological usage. Okay, now coming to the reversing this phenomena of demographic dividend. So the obvious thing is the pro-natalist policies, that you have to motivate people to have larger families. Okay, so here what you can do is you can provide child care, you can provide the affordable health care. Okay, so that affordability is there. Second, you can provide the work-life balance also. How you can provide work-life balance? Here you can provide the examples of Nordic countries, because in many countries there 4 days a week people have to work, not even 5 days. So 4 days working week. So in this way, people can give time to their families also. Also in various countries, along with maternity leave, 5-6 months paternity leave is also provided. So in this way, people can support their family if they have large families. Okay. So now please pause the video for 7 minutes, write your answer, and then we shall be discussing the detailed answer. So I think you have written your answer in the given time. Now let's discuss the detailed answer. So see, the demographic winter, we already discussed what it refers to: sustained period of sub-replacement fertility rate. Sub-replacement, that means the rate should be less than 2.1. Okay. So leading to population decline, societal aging marked by fertility rate falling below 2.1. Okay. And the characteristics, as we have already discussed, that it will lead to decline in birth rates, it will result in inverted population pyramid, and the population will be in the 5th stage of demographic transition. Now, if you are saying yes, that world is moving towards, so you have to provide the justification. So we have already discussed that population is projected to decline by to 1.8 by end of this century. Second, in about India's fertility rate also you can talk about. Now you can discuss some of the countries, for example, countries in Europe, countries in East Asia. So see, Japan, Spain, Germany, these are very common examples you can use in any answer. Now, if you are saying no, or if there are some exceptions, then you have to discuss. So we have already discussed about the sub-Saharan Africa, like the Nigeria and Uganda. You can discuss about the rural areas in South Asia, all these things. Now, as we have discussed the reasons, you can write the reason in short or not required, because question is not asking. It was just for the explanation. So now talking about the economic implications. So economic implications, what will be the major issue? It would be the shrinking work age population. Second will be the increasing pressure on the social security system, that is increasing cost of healthcare. And third will be the reduced innovation. We have discussed these things. Now coming to the solutions. So as we have already discussed about the promote pro-natalist policies, right? The one-child policy in China has led to demographic winter in China. But now, even if the government is promoting 3-child policy, the mindset of people is not changing. So, because of this, you have to promote pro-natalist policies. Coming to adapting to the aging population. That means you have to invest in healthcare, in pension, all these things. And please focus on this example of Japan's Silver Human Resource Center. Quote this example. Then comes to work-life balance, which we already discussed. You can give examples of Nordic countries like Sweden. And last one will be the technology and innovation. To deal with the reduction in workforce population, you can use technology. So, in this way, we have provided the solutions also. So, what we did? We discussed all the aspects. All the 7 aspects. From what is the issue, how to predict that word, what is the main issue, what are the reasons, what are the implications, and finally the solutions. So I think that's all for this question. Thank you.